Let's go. Yo. I'm like an addict, ooh, I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back.
Ooh, I think I got it. Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are spread out like we are on. Oh, let's welcome everybody. We're on Race World. We are on. Oh my God, there goes my brain.
Race World, Paralinks, your page, my page,
my YouTube,
everyone's page.
everyone,
YouTube,
and yeah,
Beyond Belief, everywhere.
We have a special guest today.
Oh my God, yes.
I've had the privilege and honor of actually meeting him in person, and this guy is so humble. He is. He's really humble. I can't. I mean, he's a sweet guy, very humble, and I mean, he's coming on our show.
I've heard nothing but amazing things from everyone about him. So when you told me you were interviewing him, I'm not gonna lie, I fangirled a little bit. I was like, oh my God, shut up. No way.
Then she went down that rabbit hole on her while she was working. She's like, oh my God, he's done this. Oh my God. And she goes, I got so many questions.
I did. She was like, wait, aren't you at work? And I was like, yes, but I can't stop. It's like a never-ending tunnel.
It is. And if you guys go down in our description down there, you guys will see, you know, he was born in San Jose, California. I got to learn to speak.
It's okay.
He holds 2 Guinness World Records, the fastest punch, which is, 43 miles an hour? I can't even imagine. And he can punch. It's 713 punches in a minute? Oh my God.
Like Speedy
Gonzales. Yes. I couldn't even do that. Jeez. He's played many movies, a lot of movies that you've all have seen, like The Matrix, Venom 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Bouncer. I mean, the list goes on and on. This guy, and not only that, he is also he owns a martial arts. He's been doing that. Well, you know what? We'll let him tell you all that because I ruined it for everybody.
How dare you?
So let's go ahead and welcome him, John Ozuna.
Hey,
thank you, John.
How you doing? It's great to be on your show. I mean, Kimmy, Sydney, thank you very much for having me. It's an honor to be here. To carve out a little bit of time in the day and spend some of that time with you guys.
We appreciate it. We really, really appreciate it.
Oh.
We got so many people that have come in right now. Let me go down the list. Hey, David, thank you for coming. We got Gail, we got Pam, we got Cheryl King, we got SC Paranormal, and you want to know? Wow. You know him.
You absolutely. Yeah.
That's my nephew, Lucas. He was at the event with us.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So many great people that we met in New Orleans. So amazing. And it was my first time, so I had never been to New Orleans. I've traveled everywhere, all over the world, and I've always wanted to go there for some reason. And the hospitality, the community, it was all, thanks to you all. I really appreciate it. It felt like family every day that we were there. We felt closer and closer, and it felt like without even knowing anybody, just meeting people for the first time after day 2. It was fantastic.
You guys, we would sit there next to each other, like, and chit chat, like we all knew each other like the second and third day. And it was, I really enjoyed it. And I was the one going around putting the camera in people's faces.
Yeah, exactly.
It was fun. Exactly. It was fun. It was like, it was fun because we were trying to promote it. So after, I said hello to, I can't forget other people because they'd be like, Emmy, you're not interacting with us. We're here. We got Pamela in the house. Thank you, Pamela, for being here. We got Eli family. We got Joanne Stewart because we got people also on the YouTube and the Facebook side. Mm-hmm. We got Art Times. Welcome, Art Times. I couldn't even think of the name. We got Beth. Okay. She's a good friend of mine. She lives in the UK.
Wow.
Can we send her some prayers? She's been in and out of the hospital. She lost her sister.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
Due to sepsis after January. Now she's got similar symptoms, and two of her family members have died from that, 2 sisters. So
oh my goodness. I'm so sorry.
I'm praying for her. We're all
prayers and strength. And in the martial arts community, you say that you send really positive chi, which is kind of an internal energy. And it's funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's curious that I'm hearing people's stories. And 2024 was a start of a lot of people's losses.
Yeah,
it was a rough start for a lot of people, even within my family. My sister-in-law had lost her daughter, and now she's fighting to hang on to her husband. He's in the hospital, very sick. And I'm hearing, I just lost a friend that just passed about a week ago, and so it's wow, and it's like 2024 just hit you with just losses. And I don't want to bring this down. I don't want to make it negative, but it's just it's a abrupt reminder that we have got to appreciate who we have in our lives, that we have a day to live and experience, and that we got to be grateful for those things. And those are always very brutal but real reminders for me.
Yeah, and tomorrow's never promised. A good friend of mine always says that tomorrow's never promised.
Absolutely.
I lost a lot of people, because friends I knew at the end of 2023. And I lost my father.
I'm so sorry.
In September. Thank you. Wow. In September. And remember my nephew Lucas was talking about, he was taking care of him.
Yes.
So,
yes. What a great guy.
Yeah.
Your nephew's great.
Yeah. I mean, like she's amazing.
We got Nando in the house. Thank you, Nando, for being here. We also got Carol, who's on the Facebook site. She goes, hello, Emmy and Sydney. And hey, you got to say hi to John.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm going to make him.
I'm more like a co-host.
The Coco. No, you're a host. we can swap you guys around. I'll just say.
Oh yeah, you're like host-worthy there.
There we go. Okay, now we got it. We got Pete in the house. Pete is also on the Facebook side.
Absolutely.
We give all them love because we're showing everyone everywhere. Oh wait, look who we got.
It's me.
That's Sydney. Hey, Sydney. How's it going, Sydney?
Hi. We got Paris. We got Adventures with Beth. Oh, my God. Welcome back. Yes, definitely. We got, Kimmy Corpse on the Facebook side.
Wow.
We got so many amazing people coming in. We got Barbara. King. Too Cool for Banshee. And some of these people are down in like Australia and stuff like that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's great. It's that's what I love about the paranormal community, that it's a strong, tight-knit community all over the world.
Right.
Because you folks have a passion for what you do, what you've experienced, and wanting to see if anybody out there is experiencing some of those same things. And let me tell you, I know we had a little bit of a struggle during that convention.
Yeah.
But it was more overwhelmingly overshadowed by just the kindness of that community, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So I'm always happy to, to lend a hand.
You are. That's why I was like telling Sydney, you are so humble.
No.
And I mean, you're our first guest on our show. And we're just like,
very first one. Very first
honored.
one.
Believe me, I'm
no,
honored.
we're honored.
And hopefully, by the end of this, you don't want to say, you know what, that is the last time. I never want to see this guy again. I'm going to block him from my social media. That is it. Who's this guy? Get him out of here.
No, not gonna
no. Okay, let's continue on the list. We got Vegas Paranormal. Obviously, that name you see, Vegas. Welcome, Vegas. Who else we got? God, I'm late. Oh my gosh, I'm still going down the list. We got Spitfire. Well, his name's Spitfire the Dragon. His name's David. Another friend of ours on here. We got so many. I'm late.
Wow, that's great. That is for a first show. That's fantastic.
Beth goes, I need John in my life. He's in your life. You gotta definitely watch his movies.
Yes, we'll just have a big Johnny marathon.
I'm giving you a hug.
Aw, Beth, look at that. We got Mel's Bells also.
Sexy girlfriend.
Oh, snap. This is gonna be good. We got Judy Turnbull. Hey, Judy, welcome.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, we still got, let's see. Okay, wait. I think that's it. I'm making sure I'm catching up.
No, that's fantastic. That's fantastic that you're doing that. That you're putting that time and attention, because anybody that chimes in, I mean, they kind of want to know, like, Sydney!
Where'd you go?
Sydney!
Look at what you did. Oh my God.
What is going on with that young lady?
What did you do?
Bang, zoom.
I'm talking here.
Look at Beth goes. That's the second time she's done that.
And I am a motivational speaker.
In my defense, I have a 7-year-old, and his grandma came to pick him up, and she totally forgot that I didn't have a podcast. She totally forgot I had a podcast going on. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. But
I opened the door and I was like, I'm in the middle of a podcast. She's like, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Beth is hooked now, and she's not going to bed. So now look what you did. Jenna.
Thank you.
No highs for Jenna, but hey, thank you so much for the dono, Jenna. Absolutely. No highs for her.
Jiggle, jiggle. It folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle, for sure.
Am I?
I don't need music. I don't need music. I can just do this.
Yes, just stand back and. She forgot to pay for a membership, Pete says. Maybe she did. Well, you know what? I'm going to let. Am I under Lady Phoenix? Ask the question. You can start this off. That's my dog snoring in the background.
There's a lot of wonderful people in here who don't know you and know your movies that you're in. So go ahead and introduce yourself to the beautiful people.
Well, they are beautiful people. Well, one, it's an honor. And my name is John. Please forgive me because I have a Spanish tongue sometimes. Spanish is actually my first language. And
nice.
So like about 10 p.m., 11 p.m., my brain just goes straight to Spanish. So my last name is Ozuna. I have been in the film industry, my goodness, for at least a couple decades now. So minimum. And just like anything, you have the desire to want to be creative, and a lot of my background is martial arts. And as a martial artist, that's the emphasis. You're an artist. You express yourself, and you do it physically, you do it emotionally, you do it mentally, you do it verbally. And so it was just kind of an easy transition to go from what I was doing there into film work. And I was competing in a tournament in Long Beach. And this is kind of how things started, where, incidentally, the Long Beach tournament is where Bruce Lee also was discovered. And when I was there was a TV producer that approached me and said, hey, you know what? I really like what you're doing. You took first place in whatever you did. I'd love for you to do this in our project. Would you be willing to? And I'm just thinking to myself, absolutely, 100%. Let's do this. And it sparked from there. From doing a little fight scene that led into having a little bit more significant roles in certain areas, which led to larger projects and TV roles. Just a few years back, goodbye, Kimmy. A few years back, what my manager had contacted me and said, "Hey, we have a role for you. It's really small, but it's local in the Bay Area, in California. Would you be willing to do it?" And I said, of course. You never say no. You never say no. You say where, when. I'm there. Let me know what you want me to do. I'm prepared for it. I'll give you my all. And they said, well, we'll see. And it wound up being a scene with Keanu Reeves in Matrix 4. Yeah, so little things like that, and they just spark, but to Kimmy's point, yeah, I've had the great privilege of working with Keanu Reeves in Matrix 4, with Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson, Venom 1 and 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, 13 Reasons. I mean, I can kind of go on, but I've even worked with Cheech Marin, in a movie just not too long ago. Yeah, the list goes on, and those opportunities. I'm always surprised when they say, "Hey, we'd like to cast you for this, that, or the other." Because I always go, "Really, me? You want me for what?" So yeah, it's been a great adventure.
That's awesome. So another question I had was, I saw that you did a part in the show 13 Reasons Why. Now,
Yeah.
that is one of the heaviest shows that was out there, because all the different stuff that was incorporated that teens go through. How did that affect you, like emotionally? Because I'm pretty sure like
You know what?
reading the script was kind of like,
Yeah, that was a heavy show. Being on set, you feel the the emotions that every young person goes through uh, during their development, and their insecurities, their self doubts. So even when you're on set and you're playing a character, and you've got a set of lines that you have to say, it's not that hard to deliver them, because everybody has had the experience of self doubt, depression, anxiety. Um, that show was near and dear to my heart, because I lost my father uh, through suicide.
oh, I'm so sorry.
And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And for those that don't know the show, the main character, 13 Reasons Why, originally she's delivering 13 messages to 13 people that were important to her, or impacted her, and saying these are the reasons why she took her life. And this is how it impacted her, how she felt during that time. And it struck me. You're absolutely, you're 100% right. It was one of those um, opportunities that I had a reluctance to accept, because of the nature and the subject matter, and I wasn't sure emotionally if I was ready to accept that offer.
Right.
Yeah, and so yeah, it was one of, I appreciate you bringing that up. And you hit certain projects that just touch you in a certain way, and you have no idea that it's even happening. uh, through the duration of that series, I made great relationships with people, and there were some very talented actors, and I was just honored to be a part of it in one way or the other.
Right. So they did post the National Suicide Hotline at the bottom of the screen. For those who are thinking about that or know someone who's struggling, let them know they're not out there. There is a number they can call, and people will listen to them. And not even them, like us. If you feel like you don't have any other way out, you can contact me on Facebook. Y'all guys know me on Facebook as Sydney Reyes. I will take any time of day to talk to you guys. I've had a couple of friends who committed suicide as well.
Mhm.
I went through a really rough patch when I was younger, and I thought about it a couple of times myself. So you're not alone. I mean, it's a real terrible thing that people go through, and it's hard. But there's people you talk to.
You're right, Sydney. And I do appreciate that you offering your time and also the fact that you can relate. So a lot of times when those that suffer mental illness, depression, anxieties, uh, hard luck, they just feel that they just can't get ahead. That every time they look in a different direction, that something is hitting them that is way beyond their control. Um, it's nice to know that they are not alone. And it's the despair that one feels, they feel completely by themselves. They feel completely alone. And there's a gentleman that I know, his name is Kevin Hines. Kevin Hines was a person that attempted to take his life by jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Wow.
Now, the Golden Gate Bridge is such a beautiful structure, and it's just it's overwhelming. It's amazing, and but unfortunately, a lot of people use it as a means of taking their life. And yeah, so he has the most amazing story because he jumped. He survived the fall, which is almost impossible.
Right.
When you hit the water, it's like hitting concrete
It's like
floor.
cement. Yeah.
So he survived the fall, but his body was so broken that he was, and this is his telling of the story, he was going to drown because there's just no way he was able to get to the surface of the water. And then he felt bumping on his leg and he thought, oh my God, I survived this fall. Now I'm going to be eaten by a shark,
Oh no.
And what it was, they were sea lions that were bumping him up and pushing his head. So his head broke the surface of the water until he was rescued. And he's an amazing person, and he and I connect. So what I did is I would take the weekends and I would patrol the Golden Gate Bridge. I would just walk up and down,
Wow.
and anybody that even looked at all like they were, just down or depressed or sad or indifferent, I approached them and said, "Hey, are you okay? Is everything all right? Did you want to talk about something?" And what amazed me is that every time I was on the bridge, there was somebody that was contemplating doing that.
Wow.
And it was everything from my interactions were everything from talking somebody just kind of off the bridge, and I would walk them off the bridge to physically,
Wow.
like physically tapping on the ground and taking them down to the ground to stop them from doing what they want to do. So I do appreciate that you did that because a passion subject of mine.
Howard, I want to know how these ladies got this famous actor. Hey, we got connections, man.
Got connections.
He's my friend. He's our friend. And also
He's our friend.
He's our friend, yes. And Anthony up here. Remember Anthony from Texas Wraith Hunters?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
He's
Says hello, John. Okay, so
I kind of hit it heavy there. So it's true to
a little bit.
So
that was okay.
Now we know that. I mean, I felt like that needed to be shared because I watched that show. I loved that show. That was that one and Secret Life of American Teenager were like two of the best shows that I felt teens should watch to let them know that there is way to deal with teen pregnancy or suicide or thoughts of it. And just there is more than just suicide on that show. And I think those are really, really good shows. And when I saw that you were in it, I was like, oh, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, she was like all over everything. So she's going to be mainly doing the interview with you. And I'll just sit back and be like, okay.
No, Kimmy, don't go away.
It's Emmy. You could call me Kimmy. Kimmy was the twins.
Sorry,
That's okay.
Why did I call you Kimmy? Oh my goodness.
Because Misty and Kimmy were the twins.
Jeez.
They were like next to you guys. Yes.
I apologize.
That's okay.
I apologize. My
least,
goodness.
At least you were calling me somebody who was famous.
Right?
But Kimmy and Misty were just like always
Yeah.
together.
And there's my best friend Ashley. She's lurking in the background, and another best friend. I hope he's in here. He might not be. Um, the story of Dory. His name is Thomas. It's actually his birthday today, and he's
Happy
57 years
birthday.
old.
Happy birthday! All right.
57?
Yes. Happy birthday, Thomas. Yeah, Ashley called him at midnight, after midnight last night. We were all on a call with him singing happy birthday. So,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
thank you. Okay, so what else do you want to ask him?
So, do you have any spooky stories that go with what
she's like jumping right into that shit, man.
Wow.
I've heard people who have had paranormal experiences when they go on movie sets, TV sets. And so I was wondering if our good buddy Mr. Ozuna here has any scary stories.
Right?
Well, I'll let my friend go ahead and take this one.
Mickey!
Hey, Mickey.
As Mickey's, he's my partner.
Oh, I can't do it right now.
You know what? 100%. Yeah, absolutely. I was in a production called Demon Fighter, and I had the great fortune of playing the lead role in this. And what it was about, I played a priest that had a really rough past. I grew up in the wrong side of the tracks. I committed crimes. I wound up in the prison system. But whilst I was in prison, a priest that was there helped me through some really tough moments, and I dedicated myself to the priesthood. So I was a priest with a rough edge, because what I'll do is I would do underground fighting matches to raise money to give back to the church, and that was shown within the movie. But the subject of this was exorcism and exorcising demons, and this one family became possessed by a demon, a powerful demon, and I was called upon to see if I can help the family. And that was, let me tell you, because we filmed in this 2-story home, and it's several different scenes, and we used different parts of the home. We used several different rooms, the garage, the front area, the back area. So since the place mainly focused on this family's home, a lot of the filming took place there. And I didn't know if the home had a history or not. To this time, I'm not even too sure. But here I am. I'm preparing for my scene, and it's a pretty extreme scene. And I'm going to go through an exorcism. So I'm going to say all the prayers, and it's going to become a battle between myself and a demon, and saving a child's life, a teenager. And I'm preparing for it. So while everybody's getting ready and they're getting all the equipment and the cameras and whatnot set, I kind of went by myself to the garage, and I was by myself. There was nobody there, and they kind of set it up kind of like a ceremonial room, So they had candles. They weren't lit though. They had candles and certain idols and whatnot. So I went in there. I'm going through my lines. I'm just making sure that I'm prepared and fresh and ready to go. I'm saying my lines in different ways, and then I hear a crash, and I'm thinking, whoa, okay, which is happening here? So I'm looking around. I don't see anything. I'm thinking, okay, maybe these guys are just working outside the garage. Yeah, I'm yelling for them. Hey guys, you guys in here? Nothing, zero. So going back to my lines, and then you know how it is when we feel a presence. So
yes.
So that's one of the things where I think humans lose the fact that we are human animals. So we ourselves possess an intuition and a primal instinct for danger, or presence. And we know all our pets do it. So all our pets right away will alert us of something that's not right. Even though we don't see it, we don't hear it, we don't smell it, they know something's wrong, and we say, no, everything's okay, and we'll find out that it was actually something. So I felt something, and I looked back, and the candles had fallen, and so I'm back there, and I kind of put them back on, and I'm asking, hey, is anybody here? And I'm thinking, I live in California, so there's a lot of earthquakes. I think maybe it's an earthquake, knocked them down. No, nothing like that. So I'm there, back in my lines, and I swear I thought somebody was messing with me. So I go back and it's like an altar. I go back and
what'd you do? Wait, you're muted. We can't hear you. You may have to pop out and come back in. You're like,
that's crazy. When we get into the good part of the scary stuff,
I know, it's one of those cliffhangers. Sorry, you guys. Steven goes, well, the same as before. What was the same as before? He's talking about
probably we never know, because I know he interviewed John Ozuna before as well. I think.
Oh, Steven did?
I think it was Howard. It was Howard.
You can't hear you.
Okay.
Oh, now you get it.
They were talking about it on how I didn't get to watch all the way through, but I think maybe he was talking about it on Howard's show, and the same thing happened.
Oh, I don't know. Or I don't know. I don't want to go, but I have to go try to get some sleep. Oh, it's a funeral tomorrow. Sorry. Love you, Beth. Thank you so much for coming in. Again, you guys, many prayers out there for Beth.
Sending prayers, love, and white light.
And then we got Mills Bell, who says, I'm on the edge of my seat, man.
We are too. What do you think? It is.
He says it's the government. Paris says it's the government.
Dare the government mess with you.
Right?
Don't they know we're on important topics? How dare they?
Am I back? Can you hear me?
Yay, you're back.
We'll transfer you guys back around. We'll do that.
No, just leave it. Oh, you should have left it as is.
No, he's the spotlight. Or over here.
It was getting so good.
No. Yeah, and somebody right here said it was right when you dropped off. Mills Bells, I'm on the edge of my seat. And you laughed.
We need more.
And then, of course, Stephen Woodard says you're on mute, but you're not.
But you're not. Not no more. You were.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
We hear you.
We hear you.
Great. That's too bad.
Mrs. Wraith, hold on. Before you continue, Melanie, which is, Texas Wraith, Anthony's wife. Hi, John. I was hoping to hear that story you shared with us at the Parafest in L.A. No, New Orleans, not L.A. Never mind.
Louisiana.
It was Fear Fest. Yes.
Fear Fest. Exactly. Yeah.
Don't listen to me. Okay.
I was like, when did they go to LA? Why wasn't I invited?
I don't know. LA. It's John, please.
So I'm there in the garage, and again, you feel that, and so I look back, and I swear somebody's messing with me. I say, hey guys, anybody here? Come on. I'm focusing my lines. I need to focus and concentrate. The candles were lit. Nobody was in the garage, and I went out. I said, guys, are you messing with me? And they had no idea what I was talking about. They had no idea.
What?
So I'm thinking, no, that can't be. That just can't be. So I got to get ready for the scene. I do the scene, and I come back, and somebody came up to me and they said, "Hey, John, did you light the candles?" Because they were going to get after me because they thought if I lit the candles, it was a fire hazard to leave it alone. And then, obviously we're going to set the garage on fire. So they're saying, John, don't do that. And I said, guys, I didn't do it. It just happened, And so that was really freaky. So, how they say a lot of actors have trouble shaking the character that they played. And, Heath Ledger, the Joker, right. You can go down the list. There's a lot of actors that really struggle to kind of shake the character, and I've never ever had that experience. This is the only time I had an experience where the subject matter is intense, the scenes were really intense, there was so much of my past that was brought into the scenes. Here I'm trying to save a teenager from being killed by a demon, not knowing that when I was a teenager, I lost my best friend. He was killed in an accident, and not knowing that all of those emotions that were just locked away just came to the forefront, and it just came into the scene, and there was a point where I just couldn't control my emotions. Here trying to save this teenage child, and I'm losing against the demon, and so I'm in this sense of desperation, and not knowing what to do, and just my emotions are getting the best of me. So we're done with production. It's done. Everybody says goodbye to one another. Hey, great job, great job. Can't wait, wait for the movie to come out. And we have our little party and whatnot. And I go back home, and I have nightmares every single night for 30 days
Oh my
about
God.
about
Wow.
about my role, about the scene, about the movie, about the content, about the subject matter. And I was thinking, I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I think I'm going crazy here. So every night for 30 nights, guaranteed, not one night left me. I had some kind of nightmare or nightmares, because it was just like one after another. And I just thought, you know what? It's not a lot I can do about it. So I'm just gonna have to go with this. And after the 30th day, it was done. And it just
Wow.
dissipated. So it was crazy. It was really, really crazy.
Do you think it was like that spirit way of like helping you relieve the trauma that you had built,
You
like
know,
kept back?
there's so many ways of looking at it. There's so many ways. I think sometimes even when you're acting, you're saying the prayers. You're really trying to deliver the message as genuine and as real as possible. That we don't know what we're communicating with, and we
Right.
don't know, because those that have passed may not know that we're acting.
Right.
That we're acting through this, and something was actually happening. So that, yeah, it was. There's a number of different things, since this was very, very personal to me. Losing my best friend, and the fact that that was part of the movie, and you know um it hits you in a way that I did not expect to be affected. And it just I mean, it made for a good scene because it looked absolutely 100% real. because
That,
it was.
so like, were you dressed? Because I've seen like the first half of the movie, and then I had to go back to work because I couldn't finish it. But like, when you get to that scene, were you dressed like in a priest outfit?
I was, yes.
See, so that makes you think, just
Yeah,
like you said, maybe the spirits didn't know that you were just acting.
exactly right.
And they're like, we have a padre in the house. He's saying the prayers. He's
Yeah,
trying to cross me over,
exactly.
because sometimes when you're trying to cross the spirit over, you start with the prayers and you
Hmm.
guide them to the white light. So, wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. It was a crazy, crazy experience. And um you know that's the one film that always stands out to me, and I believe it'll always stand out to me as the one that really struck me. Just really struck me personally.
Right. Wow.
Mhm.
I know, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Really crazy. And so I'm going through here.
I need
You've got
water.
a
That
lot
was
of people, a lot of fans in here. Like a good friend of
No.
mine, Jenna. She's like, PDX with me. Can you tell him I'm a fan of Ant-Man?
All
And
right.
she's a special person. I love her to death. And then I got message from behind the scenes says, "Oh my fucking god, he is so he he is lush. He needs to be in my life." So
Oh,
yeah,
sexy girlfriend.
and that I'm going to tell you that's Beth. I'm calling you out, but that is Beth from the
That's very sweet.
UK. She's going, man.
Jay's on it. Jay's
Yep.
on it.
And Thomas is in the house. The Story of Dory is my best friend. That's the one that's his birthday today, and he was
Mm.
thanking everybody for their birthday right here.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, man.
Happy birthday! I'm not going to sing because
Happy birthday.
You can
Yeah.
say that you got happy
Very
birthday by an
nice.
awesome
Very nice. That was
actor.
great timing.
Right? He's on top of that. Can you autograph, or can I have your autograph, Mr. Ozuna?
Yeah,
He'll write on the
absolutely.
screen. I think we can edit and write on the screen.
Right?
That's what I can do. Yeah, you know what? Anybody that would like an autograph picture or something, you know, I'm more than happy to help out. You know, they can contact me through via Messenger, whether it be Facebook or Instagram. Just contact me through there. You know, give me all the information in terms of you know, just mailing address and stuff, and I'll send something out.
Awesome.
Wow. That's awesome.
Mm.
Thank you. And I got his autograph already, you guys.
I need to get it.
I think I got 2 pictures because I was like, I can't pick which one. You're like, here, have them both. I'm like, so he did.
So I'm the one that's late in this party?
Wait a minute. I never got an autograph from John. Oh, Howard Petrie.
Oh, Howard Petrie.
Oh, Howard. Hey, wait a minute.
He's like, oh, that crazy.
You know why?
lady.
Because I asked for his autograph, and
Oh.
he said, you know, he was John. I'm busy right now, buddy. I got things I need to take care of.
Oh, did he really? Wow, you blew him off.
Wow, Howard, how dare you?
You know,
No.
what I
we'll give you
was,
our autographs. They're not worth anything, but we'll give them to you.
well, you know, Kim and Misty, what was so cool, the twins.
Yeah.
I was sitting down with them talking. You saw that, and then Kim goes, "Let me have your autograph and your number." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she goes, "Here, I'll give you my autograph and my number." So it was really cool. You guys, I'll tell you, we did
That's
meet
awesome.
amazing
It was
people
great.
there.
It was great. Exactly. I mean, so many great people there. Good feelings. You know, Howard did an amazing job. He did an amazing job putting that together with the obstacles and the challenges that were right in front of him. That was tough. I didn't. My goodness. I mean, my heart went out to him, but I had a great deal of respect how he handled it. The way he handled it was just, he was a pro all the way.
Nice.
Yes. We got Gidgy in the house too. Wait, Gidgy said, I got to find her comment again. Where'd you go, Gidgy? She goes, wow, what a sweetheart he is. Oh my God.
No.
Oh,
These two are amazing. And I do got to throw this out. So my husband and I do a show, which you can tell by the sound bites. It's actually crazier than that. Don't play any of those, babe. We do what's called a wee woo show. So, and it's 2 p.m. you know, Pacific, and then 5 p.m. Eastern. But what we do is we both have monetized YouTube channels, and we actually give back to the community. So we'll do like gift cards, like coffee cards.
Here. We're gonna get wide and have a big party.
Amazon cards, but then also a lot of times when we get more than what we need, we save that up. And Howard was one of the people that actually won. Like it was $200 or something like that. We split at the holidays. We split the money up, and him and another person got to split. And then of course he put it back into Jessica Petrie Foundation. But yeah, that's what my husband and I do.
That's
on
wonderful.
Wednesdays.
That's awesome.
You got to do that. You got to give back, because
Yes,
you know it's you know, we go through a life. I mean, we go through life. We go through, you know, our process of life where we're trying to learn and, you know, establish ourselves, and then when we get to that teen to young adult, we're trying to define who we are, you know, and when we say it with conviction, say this is who I am. Nobody's going to change me. You know, you're going to have to accept me the way I am. 5 years down the road, as you change, you're going to say the same thing, and 5 years from there, you're going to change and say the same thing.
Right.
So it's just a process of life, but we acquire information, experiences, relationships. We acquire all these things, but eventually we've got to go ahead and give some of that back, you know, and that's a big part of what I do. You know, I share my experiences. I share the wisdom of what I've learned. I share, you know, and I guide and I encourage and motivate people to do whatever they want to do. Just simply because this industry is such a harsh industry. Oh my goodness. My heart goes out to anybody who wants to do what I'm doing, particularly females. because if it's harsh for men, it is 100 times worse for females. It just is.
I've heard that. I've heard that.
It is. It's true. It is true. I'm a mature guy that can get away with being a lead character in an adventure movie where, thank goodness, actors like Keanu Reeves and so on and so forth. I mean, you can just kind of go down the list who've played mature characters in action movies that bring in their life's experiences with them, and they're called to do their thing again. Whilst women, if they are not 18, 19 years old, 6 feet tall, looking like a runway model, they're not even given a chance. They're not even given an opportunity. And it's craziness. It's absolute craziness.
I was muted. I didn't realize that. So, that's funny that you say that, because Kim and Misty also, we're going to, Watcha! My husband did that.
Whoa, what's going on there? What's happening?
Magic, the power of magic.
You know that picture? That picture is from Germany.
Really?
Yeah. I had a photo shoot.
In the other room yelling, going, I just went with that. Okay.
I had a photo shoot in Germany, and they pulled me and we did this kind of all day photo shoot, and that was one of the pictures from there.
What part of Germany did you go?
Ulm.
He said that's on your master website.
Yeah, it is.
It got to a point. I was going like once a year, and it got to a point where I was being German, and because I still have people trying to speak English, and there's a lot of people that do speak English in Germany, but here I am. I can't expect for them to learn. Or just understand me all the time. So I was learning German. And back then I was fairly conversational. I've lost it a bit, but it was, nice. It's a beautiful country. Let me tell you, it's gorgeous. Oh, yeah.
My dad was in the army, so we lived in Grafenberg, Germany. And
did you really?
Yeah.
All right.
And so the only thing I remember how to say is "I can see Haven," but I don't. That's the only thing I remember.
I was going to say that. Sehr gut.
Sure.
Wow. I know nothing. I can't even speak my own language, let alone. But I wanted to let you know a really good friend of mine. She's like a sister to me that just came in. I can't find her. Patty, say hi. It's Patty from the G team. And what got her into the paranormal was unfortunately her son.
Oh my goodness.
Had,
wow.
And that's what got her into it. And then, well, there she is, Patty.
Patty.
She's got her own YouTube channel. Her and her daughter and her sister blew up on YouTube. She's like got over 350 some odd thousand followers because of her son. That's what the G stands for, Gary.
Wow.
And
wow.
Then she was off at like a Paracon, and she lost her husband. I think it was 5 years later, of a heart attack. And the thing was, she has custody of her grandchildren because that was Gary's kids.
Yeah.
And the youngest one had found the grandfather while she was gone. And
wow.
This lady has been through so much in raising her grandkids, and her grandkids are amazing and they're intelligent. And I mean, I can't thank her enough for doing that for her own family, because a lot of people don't do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the other downfall is she hasn't been to a Paracon since, because that would be hard. That would really be hard.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. And life is so unpredictable. I mean, you would never in a million years think that, that a child would pass before you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but thank you for being here. My goodness.
Yeah, we go on investigations together. She's, like I said, she's like my sister. I've known her, I don't know, 6 years, maybe a little longer. But I do travel to Florida just so we can go on investigation. Well, I like to go kayaking down the Weeki Wachee River. That's fun. The river is 72 degrees all year round, no matter.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and you swim with the manta rays and stuff. It's yeah. Oh, not manta rays. No, the oh my God, not manta rays.
The thingies.
Manatees.
The manatees?
Manatees, yes, there are manatees that come in there. Dolphins, because
That's just a fat manta ray.
I know. I was like that. Okay, so I'm dyslexic and all kinds of. I screw up my shit all the time. But yeah, you guys know
because we know what you're talking about.
Yeah, my husband yelled. Like that one time I was saying, we have ants. Like sometimes you get sugar ants. You're like, oh my God, you need. I said, hon, we need to get a Terminator.
A Terminator?
No, it's supposed to be exterminator. So yeah, so I just tell everybody I'm dyslexic or dyslexic and all this other stuff. And
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
So Emmy, you said sugar ants? What is that?
Sugar ants, little sugar ants. They come out of your walls. Your
like that big.
They like electricity. They're itty bitty teeny weeny. We call them sugar ants. They're just.
I mean, could you
because they're attracted to sugar.
Well, you can eat them if you want. I mean, I don't think I would be eating them, but ooh, yeah.
When you say sugar ants, I just think they're kind of sweet.
That's a good
I
question.
don't even think you can taste them. They're Gail, yes, you are correct. Patty is the truth of paranormal, no faking.
That's
She's
another
amazing woman and strong. I mean,
yeah.
I can't say she's humble like you. I mean, she is. I know,
and that's very rare to find.
Yes. And like when I first met John, he was talking to everybody, just so sweet.
I really appreciate what you're saying. I really do, and that's very kind.
It's true.
A lot of people they ask me about that, and they go, what makes you humble or modest or whatever, and just when you get knocked around by life, you appreciate life, and you appreciate those in it, and I think one of the things that was my advantage is that my success in film work started later in my life. So it kind of, I was kind of over anything that would be things that would blow my head up. And I was just thankful that, I got any roles, and I was thankful that I got opportunities to, work with different great people. And I just, it came from a place of appreciation. I just appreciate it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And what I'm going to give you back is that I'm going to give you my best. I'm going to give you my absolute 1000% all, and then some. And because being an actor is not any different than being a contractor. You build a home. There's electricians, there's people that do the framework, the people that lay the concrete, the foundation, there's people that do the sheetrock. So you have all these different areas of expertise, but to do the whole house. A movie's the same way. It is. So when I'm called upon to do my piece of that pie, I just want to give them my best. So hopefully that you get repeat business. That way people want you to, be in their life. And that's what it is. I mean, it's nothing more than that. To say it's just a job, it kind of is. It's a job, but how do you define it when you love what you do and you're passionate about it and you want to do it again and again and again?
Right.
And that's so cool. So it becomes very much a passion. You just have to get paid for it.
Wait, that's not a sound effect. That's the dog snoring next to her.
That is the dog snoring. It's not.
I
have English bulldogs, so they snore. I don't think you can see Lulu. Oh, you can't really see her right here. You can see like the white of her head, and then Lily's on the floor. So I got both. You're not boring, John. That's all they do. Eat and sleep all day. And some people are like, Let's
This is
do a
my
little.
last time on the show, isn't it? I can see already.
No, not even. We are not done with you, sir.
Oh God, no! People are going to be emailing us, and I'm telling you, I'm getting backstage messages and stuff.
Yeah.
This crowd loves you.
Oh, that's nice. Oh my goodness.
They do.
I love them.
I love you, Schmoopsy Poo.
He's on it. He's on it. I love
Yes.
it.
Oh,
Thank you.
I gotta tell you right now, my brother came in right
Uh-huh.
there. That's my brother.
Hey,
Hello.
God, he lives. I can't tell you guys where he lives because then you all will want his autograph too. No, he's actually in Georgia. I'm just
he's
saying.
in Georgia. So,
Georgia.
Sydney, where do you live?
I live in San Marcos, Texas.
Okay, so most of my family's from Texas.
What part of Texas?
Laredo.
Oh, I have family in Laredo.
Right on the. Are you
Let me find out we're related somewhere down the line, Mr. Ozuna.
You and I, my cousins. You never know.
We might be.
You never ever know. We're all cousins of one another. We all are, but we might be a little bit close more because.
I mean, we just found out today. Good one. I mean, we just found out today that we have a friend in common.
Right.
So
yeah,
we never know.
So my brother, my parents, and my grandparents are all from Laredo, Texas. It was my sister and I that were born in California. So yeah, we're from Texas. We're Texas people.
I mean, either way, Texas people are usually related.
Yeah, absolutely. So Emmy, where do you live?
I live in Oregon, so Portland, Oregon area. I'm the suburb of Portland. Yeah,
you're not too far away. You're pretty close.
No, yeah.
All right.
So I'll have to come down to Cali, take you out to dinner. You and
pick me up first.
Yep, we got to pick her up, and
absolutely.
We got to bring Howard, and we got several people that would love to join us.
I would love that. Yeah. I think that would be so great.
That would be fun.
I'll have to contact Howard, but does Howard is he considering doing another Fear Fest?
Howard, are you in the chat? I think so. Why would you come?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Oh my goodness.
In a heartbeat, yeah.
Yes.
The only if as long as I'm not filming, then
definitely.
Yeah, then 100%.
Insane in the membrane.
And all these sound bites are basically pointed towards me. Me and my husband have been married. We just celebrated in August 26 years.
Whoa! Congratulations.
Thank you. We've been together just over 30. So
that's amazing. That is a big deal. That's
and
that's
we've been through so much.
That's a lot of years of dating. Let me tell you.
No, it's been. She ain't lying. He is. He's my rock. I'm just going to throw that out. No, he's amazing. He really is.
No, just that short time right there. Outstanding guy. Outstanding. You both lucked out.
Oh, thank you. But you know what really sucked? We were both raised as only children. So we both kind of clashed. Like, no, I'm the boss. No, we pretend he's the boss. But August 30th is will be our 27th anniversary. 27th year.
That's a big deal.
That is big.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
That's amazing. Congratulations. That's good stuff.
Thank you. Oh, see, you hear that voice in the background. What was that again, babe?
Whose sexy's voice is that? That's a sexy voice.
That radio voice, don't he?
He does.
He's got himself a nice voice.
He can sing, but a lot of times
I just need the plug,
He could sing. Like
cool.
He's got that voice to sing. And then I got him a Martin guitar acoustic for Christmas one year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You must like him a lot.
I do like him. Yeah, I like it. What do they say? I like.
She likes him.
And we got Postmortem in the house. They are a paranormal group that's here in Oregon too. And I've been wanting to meet up with them. You guys are going to laugh at this. Okay. So in Oregon, marijuana is legal. Okay. So I went
California,
into
same.
the shop,
Not here.
and
Not here.
I was talking with the lady there, and we started talking about paranormal, and she goes, "Is that you over there on our cork board?" I'm like, "No." So I go over there, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm just going to take their number. I'm going to talk to them, see if they want to hook up and collab and stuff." And we haven't had a chance to do that yet because of the weather, or I ended up with COVID, just all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
But we keep in touch with each other. Now we're on each other's Facebooks. But these people, the evidence they showed me the other night, I'm jealous. I'm just saying, wow.
Wow.
It
So let me ask Emmy, both you and Sydney, on your investigations, has there been that one time that was just so overwhelmingly impactful, solid, where you go, okay, wow, that was real?
I think when I saw the face I was on the USS North Carolina battleship,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
on the ground sitting there, and me and Patty was doing the Estes method, and my camera was off, but somebody was videoing me, and I just happened to look up, and there's plexiglass, and I saw
Okay.
this face look down at me, and I saw the wrinkles, everything. And I screamed. I don't normally do that, but I screamed and jumped up. I'm like, what the hell? I thought somebody was playing a joke on me. So I'm like banging on the door. I'm like, can anybody else get back there? Well, come to find out, a person about 70 hours prior to me saw the same thing.
Really?
Yes. So there was
Crazy.
our clarification. I was like, because I was like telling him, I'm like, oh my God, you won't believe what happened. He goes, wait a minute, was it right here? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, oh my God.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah. So that, I think that one probably impacted me the most, especially when I've never seen a full body apparition, but just seeing the head that looked like a person just wanted to scare me. And
Exactly.
yeah.
Wow.
That's cool. Oh, that gave me chills.
Yeah. Sydney, how about yourself?
So mine happened at the Haunted Hill House in Mineral Wells. When I go investigating, I don't ever really get a feeling of needing to go home. Well, I went to this investigation and something kept telling me, you need to go home to your son. You need to go home to your son. Like you can't be here. You have to leave. And so I left that night. I left my other team members behind and I left. Well, when I got home, my son was running a fever.
Wow.
And my son never comes up in investigations ever.
Wow.
But something told me I had to be home with my kid. And since then, I'm like, wow, like that stuck with me for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And the fact that you're a great mom too. So that's.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Earlier before we started the live, I clicked off because he said he had to go potty. And then he said he also had to turn on the light. So I left. Yeah. My son, I don't know how I'm a paranormal investigator. I thank God flashlights were invented because I'm a big scaredy cat at dark.
That's
Anthony from the Wraith Prince can 100% validate that. We went to his famous forest in San Antonio this past week, and I had that flashlight glued to my hand. And he was like, "Stop! Turn it off! You're hurting my eyes." And I'm like, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry."
That's great. That is great.
I don't know how I'm an investigator if I'm scared.
I know, right? Flashlights. I will wear the nerd light on my forehead.
I have one of those.
That's the
nerd light. Every flashlight invented. Probably.
I hear you.
As long as you don't look like a minion, you should be okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I want to tell you what I like doing too. Like my best friend Thomas, he's not in here now, I guess. He was a skeptic until I actually met him in Florida, and it's always when you don't have a camera running, always. Well, he had lost his brother several years back and whatnot, and my REM pod would go up because I was like, hey, let's check out my REM pod. And so as we asking questions, it would go to the color, and I was like, there's more than one person in here. Come to find out, it was his brother, his mom, and his dad.
Wow.
They all have passed, and we would tell them which color to go to, and they did. And then it was like, Tom was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Sitting back. So I turned on the SB7. Thank you, Canadian Witch, becoming a new member. Thank you. So
Thank you.
we turned on the SB7, and you've heard that. It's the white noise.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm asking questions, and answers are coming through, and he goes, okay. He goes, you know what? If this is really my brother, he goes, Joey, he goes, what did we do when we were a kid, when we got in the closet, grabbed something, and said what, or he was saying, and wrapped it back up before parents got up.
Mm-hmm.
And it come across, I want to say Nintendo came across. And let's see, I got this one. And his face turned white like he saw a ghost. He was like, how would I know? Him and his brother unwrapped a Nintendo and played it, and then wrapped it back up.
Wow.
Put it back.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
At Christmas. And ever since then, he's more open to it.
Yeah.
And then we even went to like a week later, we went to a supposed to be a haunted asylum, not asylum, never mind, Muslim, and we didn't get nothing except for my camera fell over. But it's one of those things that you can't always pick something up. So that's where he still stays on the skeptic.
It's in a lot of ways, it's good to have somebody that kind of questions things. It's good. It's good because if you can convince somebody who's saying, you know what, no way, come on, guys, you got to be kidding, you're wasting your time, and I'm sure that you're on the receiving end of a lot of that criticism. I'm sure you are. And it's unfortunate, but in some ways it's good because it puts things kind of in perspective, and it doesn't diminish your passion for it,
right?
And it doesn't erase your experiences. It doesn't delete or erase anything you've done. So that's for you to keep, that's for you to hang on to, and so that I think a lot of times is we're so closed-minded. We look through kind of we have a tunnel vision sometimes, and that we don't allow things that are part of nature to penetrate. And like I was talking before, we lose track of the fact that we're human animals, not unlike any other animal, and we have abilities like they do. We just close the doors on it, and we go no, we don't, and we rely a lot on technology to stimulate our brains, our minds, our emotions. So we rely a lot on that. But once we don't have those things, then we're left with our senses.
Yes,
we're left with our senses, our intuition, our our primal instincts, and then you go, wow. I'm feeling something. I'm experiencing something. I'm hearing something that I wouldn't have if I wasn't locked into my phone and except for watching this show, they should put the damn thing down.
Well, because why I was in New Orleans to talk to little kids, to tell them it is normal, because a lot of parents make it sound like, oh, they just got
an imaginary friend,
or they try to push things under the carpet. But children, they're so open-minded, so pure, and spirits know that, and they can talk to them. And if you hear a little kid tell you, they're talking something, believe them. And the little kids that would come talk to me, I did a private session with them, and they're like, they would tell me, my mom doesn't believe me. I'm like, oh my God. Thank you, Rain. Thank you. And so, and I believe everybody is born with abilities.
Yeah.
It's whether you choose to keep those abilities, keep them open as you're growing older. I know you're around the same age I am, John. Back in the 70s, people were like,
wait a minute. I'm not 29 years old, so we're way off. We're way off.
Shut up. I'm probably older than you anyways.
No.
Yes, I am.
No, not
I
even
think
close. Not
I
even
am.
close. Anyway, go. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Go
So,
ahead.
I'm 54, so I'm older than you.
So you met your husband before you were born.
No, oh, Jesus.
You set yourself up for that
Wow.
You are fake
I'm
news.
sorry.
That's okay. I love it. I love it. And there's nothing like, I always say nothing fucks, but another great person in the. I'm actually going to be going to Pennhurst and meeting her and stuff.
Wow.
But anyways, the story about
Jealous
the
of
little kids and stuff. Because back in the day, and even clear up to the 80s and 90s, people would still think you're crazy.
Yeah.
You know, that you talk to spirits or
Yeah, absolutely.
you can hear spirits. And, you know, if you got a story, a lot of people don't tell their stories because they don't want people to look at them like, you think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'm going to believe you unless you prove me wrong or something. That's your story. And I love hearing stories like that, you know, different stories, because there's so many people we try to have them open up, you know, because they're like,
Yeah.
You won't believe me. They'll try me. I will probably believe you.
Yeah.
So, thank you, David, for sharing it out to the group. David was there too.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. And Willa is another person I'm going to be meeting in PH at Pennhurst. So I got some things lined up, and then I'll also be heading the Wraith Hunters and PDX meet. We'll be going to Paracon there in the end of April in Tombstone, Arizona. That's the second annual
Nice.
Paracon. So, yeah.
Very nice. So, okay, I'm going to throw something out there. Please forgive me for saying this. How do you feel about Zach? The only reason I bring it up. This is the only reason I bring it up. I got casted on a show, and I was supposed to do a reenactment, and so the production company called me. They said, "Hey, John, you know what? We'd love for you to be on our show. You look just like this person that we're trying to depict." And Zach said you'd be perfect for it. So meet us in Santa Barbara, and the show's going to be in Santa Barbara, and this, that, and the other. So it, I'm going through the process, and I got hired to do it. It comes the night before I'm supposed to be going on, and I'm asking, so when is the call time? Am I supposed to be there? What should I come prepared with? Do you have your own wardrobe? Just all the things I need to know to get ready for this. So they said, yeah, we'll let you know. The next morning, I haven't heard from them. So then Zach calls me himself. He goes, "Sorry, buddy, can't use you." I said,
"No way."
I said, "I'm here though." Yeah, we changed our mind, so can't use you. Bye. That was it.
Now, see, this is where it really goes down south. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my Zach story.
That's so wrong.
And I believe it. I the first 3 seasons of them was amazing, was true.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
And Aaron, I loved Aaron. Like he would go, he was funny.
Exactly.
And then after that, it was like it just got to Zach's head. And I've heard from other people who have actually met with Zach, worked with Zach. He's an asshole.
I'm just going to throw that up poster off my wall now. I have like a giant poster with a heart that says, "I heart Zach." No. So me and Anthony were talking about paranormal stuff one day, and I was like, "Oh, Zach Bagans, that's Zaddy. He's so cute."
Zaddy? Yeah. Zaddy. And a lot of people do like him, and I'm still gonna love you if you like him.
So it's you got to give credit where credit is due.
Right.
And what he's done for the paranormal community actually is fantastic, because it exploded. It really exploded with his show, and I mean, there are other shows, but he by far is probably the most notable and well known. So you know, so you have to give credit, you know, because if it weren't for that production, um, others would not have that same opportunity to share that their passion about it. So yeah, you got to give credit where credit is due. You know, just
Oh yeah, and he's been to some amazing places
yeah,
where they were nobody really knew about them unless you lived in that area. So I give him credit for that, and also Jason Hawes too.
mhm,
You know, they've been to places where both people, both teams, you know,
yeah,
I give them
So yeah,
credit for that too.
yeah, like what got me into the paranormal in the beginning was not only my gifts, because it's going back to what you said. Growing up in a Mexican family, you couldn't
yeah,
tell your grandma or your aunt, so you could see spirits and hear spirits,
yeah,
because they would say that was very, very wrong to do. Because in Catholic, growing up Catholic,
mhm,
that was like a big no-no.
yeah, exactly.
So I kind of kept that hidden. And then when Taps came out, the GAC crew, I like fell in love. I was like, yo, like I
Mm,
love Jason, I love Grant, like this is awesome. And then over time, Zach came into play, and then
mhm,
paranormal was suddenly everywhere. And
yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
yes, there's other weirdos like me out there.
You're right.
So
You're right. You know, it felt like
yeah,
you know, like you belonged to a special club. You know, in a
right.
way. You know, and
Club of weirdos.
you know, believe me, believe me, and that's good. It's a good feeling. It really is a good feeling. You know, I don't want to say anything bad about him. It was just my own personal experience with him and his show and
It's a
stuff.
messed up experience. Like, come
Yeah.
on,
It
come
was
on,
fun.
You know,
Zach, really? You
Did he
you
at
win
butthead.
and
least sign
lose.
you
You
an
win and
autograph
lose.
or something?
You win and lose. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just
It happens.
oh, I'm so sorry, but yeah, no,
No, that's okay.
I judged him on what I see and from what other people say that actually know him. So
Yeah.
that's, you know, if somebody if you're told you're ugly, then you're ugly, or you walk like a duck, you're a duck. I mean, come on. I'm just saying that.
My goodness.
Oh,
Hey,
Jacob's not
wait,
people.
Emmy, what are you saying about me? Well, hold on, wait a minute.
About Zach, he's an
About me.
asshole. I'm
Uh,
just saying.
I thought you were
I
talking about me. You
No,
talking about?
not you. No, we're just talking about him. No, we're talking about Zach, not you. No,
Okay.
not you. You.
Are you sure?
I can't say this enough.
Oh,
Boy, I can't even do it.
boy.
Boy, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
don't get me started. Well, we're moving on now.
And moving on.
Yes, because Emmy open mouth insert foot, and wow,
No.
that was. Anyways,
So
yeah.
Okay.
Well, Anthony there said Zach came to his birthday party.
Wow.
You're not invited to mine now, Betty.
Wow, that's a big deal.
And you know the other thing, it's crazy. A lot of people. How do I want to say this? So at Fear Fest,
Yeah.
you know, until we really sat down and personally started talking with you guys, you know, the twins, you know, there's another person I don't want to talk about because he was an asshole too. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. But
Okay. I'm not gonna say any names.
no, you probably know. But sitting down talking and hearing your guys's experience, you know, because people see you just as like a movie star, an actor, you know, a martial artist.
Yeah.
But they don't really get to know who you really are. And, you know,
You can't handle the truth.
yeah, some people can't handle the truth. And
Love
I
myself
think
some Jack.
with you guys being there, you felt really comfortable. I mean, even Pierre, you know, we've talked with him and stuff. That was there. But I think you guys really felt comfortable and you were in your element there with us. And
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You know, it was a great experience. I mean, I wish for Howard it would have been much better for him. You know, and hopefully we'll get another opportunity to do the same thing. But no, as far as, you know, like my experience, it was fantastic. You know, it's, you know, if I ever get an opportunity to meet with people and not talk about me, but find out about them.
yeah, I noticed that you reversed this on us.
Yeah, because, you know, I want to know a little bit more about them. You know, and it's I really appreciate anybody because every once in a while, I'll be at whatever convention and there'll be somebody that comes up to me and says, "Hey, I saw all your movies and this, that, and the other, and I really liked them, and this part of the movie and that part of the movie."
Wow.
And all I can say is thank you for 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 taking time in your life, your day, to see a 90-minute movie that you don't even know whether you're gonna like it or not. And but thank you for taking the time, because for me that's significant, and for all these other actors that shun the fans, and they go, what, I don't have time for selfie, I don't have time for an autograph. To me, that is very disrespectful. That's disrespectful to the people that are customers to what you do, and they patronize it. They're the reason why you're even there.
Exactly. You got to
They're
have the community to make.
Right.
That's why I tell everybody
Exactly.
in here. I'm like, if it wasn't for you guys, the
Yeah,
community, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And
exactly.
I
Yeah,
appreciate them
and
so much.
you gotta just the other, and it was nice to hear this, but just the other day, I did another film called Cabal, and same thing. I had the privilege of having a lead role in this, but I just found out that it's exploding in Europe. So in Europe, this movie is like doing really, really well. So they wanted me. We were talking about Germany and stuff. So
Right.
it's Germany that really likes it. So I
Right
don't know
on.
why. Yeah,
They like
whenever I went to
their
Germany,
like their karate movies.
yeah, they like action adventure, but
Yeah.
also differences, because here I am, and I'm not a tall person. I have my cultural background. I'm a little more tan
Taller
than
than me.
I'm a little more tan than most people. So I walk into that environment, and I'm like an oddity over there. So and people take interest in that. So sometimes, from what I heard, Germany just likes things that are non-German. They're just different.
Right.
And if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have any sort of following or success over there. So I was really happy to hear that it's doing well in Europe, and they wanted me to go over there to do a little something,
That's
whatever.
so cool.
But
That's
it's
awesome.
nice. It's just, again, it goes back to you got to show respect for people that watch your stuff. You got to show respect.
I want to say I saw how your eyes lit up when these little kids would come and wait
Oh
at
man,
your table.
they're great.
Oh my God. It
Love the
was,
kids.
and then the table that was across from you, that
Yeah,
lady and her kids,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they see, I got goosebumps. They couldn't believe it. And he would go out of his way
Oh,
to sit and talk with these little kids that come up and
Yeah, they're great.
get pictures with them. And
my
it was
kid would have
amazing.
talked your ear off if I let him come.
I would love that. I would love
He
that.
is a
But
big time chatterbox, and
I always go back to what inspired me. Who inspired me, what inspired me, and what sort of because I've met Jackie Chan,
Wow.
I was actually he came over to San Francisco, and they actually asked me to put on like a martial arts demonstration for him, and then he invited me to the premiere of his movie, and we were there during that time, and it was great. It was all great stuff. But if he had been any different than the way we know him to be, which is kind of a nice guy,
Right.
it might tarnish how I feel about pursuing this industry.
Yeah.
And the last thing that you ever want to do is leave somebody with a bad impression of not only yourself, that
Yep.
maybe their hero, but also just you just want to have a good communication with somebody, because
Right.
when I'm at a convention, it's not about me. It's about every person that walks by the table.
And he does
That-
make it them. I'm
It's
just
about
saying.
them. It's not. It's about every person that's at attendance and every person that walks by. It's about them. And I think more people in my industry should remember that.
Yeah.
yeah,
So we got a question from Blazing Leo. She says, Emmy, can you ask John if he has special gifts?
good one.
If I have special gifts, my goodness, that's kind of a hard question to, as in, I don't even know how to answer that.
Okay, how about this? Like okay, so there's a lot of people out there that are empaths. Do you feel other people's feelings? Like if somebody's sad, do you feel that sadness?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm glad they brought that up. I was taught at a very young age to treat people with kindness and respect, regardless. Like Sydney's saying, when you make a lot of my family extremely poor, we were migrant field workers. Wherever the crops were, that's where my family was. You're there, even though we're all American citizens, but we're all so poor that's the work that we had. And so my parents, my grandparents, and so on, were all migrant field workers. And my grandfather told me, he didn't speak English, a long time ago. He goes, when you grow up, decide not what you want to be, but who you want to be. Yeah. And he said, be a sort of man that can sit around a campfire in the camps where they do the field work and have dinner with everybody as you would being in a 5-star restaurant having dinner with the mayor of the city. He says it's no different, it's the same, and everybody should have the same mutual respect. So he goes, be that sort of man. And that stuck with me. And that's because that's how I would want to be treated, Right. And even though that's not the case, because again, being in the industry, they tear you apart. I have been told to quit the business. Stop. Wow. Don't do this. You're never going to go anywhere. You're never going to be in a movie. You're never gonna do this. We don't want you. We don't want Latin heroes. We just don't want it. So just quit the business. And these are from Hollywood producers.
Wow.
So there's a time to listen and there's a time not to listen. If somebody gives you constructive criticism, listen. They're not insulting you. They're saying, hey, you need to work on your timing. You need to work on enunciating every single word so that you're well understood.
I'm fired.
You need to work. You need to work on your accent, on your delivery. You need to work on your icon. So if they say those things, it's a gift. That way you can go back to the drawing board and work on those set skills. If they say other stuff, well, then you just decide what you want to listen to or not. But if it's something that's constructive that can help you, I see it as a gift versus as an insult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was going to answer something earlier because you were saying how it was harder for women in the industry. So anybody, I'm going to try to get Kim and Misty on here too. They have, not only are they the twins that was on Walking Dead and stuff like that, but now they're older. They also they also go by Jim and Mickey. So they can convert and look like guys.
Yeah. So
seriously, you cannot tell that they are women.
Let me tell you, they're two beautiful young ladies. They're tall, they're statuesque. They have really beautiful angular faces, which they do their makeup like guys, and they look like really good-looking, handsome guys. Wow. So they can be one or the other. And last time I spoke to them, because actually I spoke to a director, a friend of mine, and I said, hey, I met these twins in New Orleans. They would be great for a future film. I'd love to do some crazy fight scene with them because they look kind of almost Terminator looking.
They have that like perfect jawline. It's carved. I guess you guys want to call
it like the chiseled jawline.
Yeah, chiseled. There we go.
Beautiful features. And they could look like a beautiful fashion model or a really kind of a rugged, handsome guy.
Oh yeah.
They can switch back and forth. And it's crazy. And they look great.
Yes.
That is cool.
So if you can anybody who's thinking about getting into the business of being actor,
we know We know we got
it's, well, that's the thing. For me, in my case, if Danny DeVito could do it, I can do it, I guess.
Oh, that's just.
But
Oh.
for women,
But he's shorter than you.
I think we're about the
a
same.
lot.
Oh, yeah, he's a lot.
But for women, if you're not absolutely 100% perfect, sometimes they don't even consider.
Right.
I have a lot of female actor friends that I know and I've worked with, and they're beautiful, beautiful young ladies. Now, they may not be the tallest, and they're maybe in their late 20s to maybe early 30s. And I've recommended them for other projects. I said, hey, I know a great person. They're great. They've got a great look. They're great actors. They can really sell whatever you want them to do. And they'll look at them, and right away, it's just a flat no. Don't want them. They're too old. And I'm here. Excuse me. Yeah, they're too old.
Wow.
Kidding. And I'm in disbelief because they look fantastic. They look great.
Right.
And in their eyes, no. The audience is not going to like them. We need somebody young. We're going, wow, that's rough. That is really rough. So as difficult as it is, period, to be in this industry because they tear you apart, it's far more difficult to be a female in the industry. Now, being a female does open doors.
Right.
But yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you got to be. It's funny. The expectations are ridiculous sometimes.
Oh, that's making it all heavy. He was telling me because I was like I thought for sure we were going to be trolled tonight because
Yeah.
So my amazing mods over on Facebook or YouTube side, but then I was like, I didn't want John to see what they were going to say, so I was going to have Jay delete before you were able to read in the comments and stuff.
Oh, that's fine. That's cool.
And then he goes, okay. He goes, I'll be behind the scenes, but don't tell him I'm here, and don't laugh if I push a button or something like that. And here I am. He met you, and I'm laughing at everything.
No, hey, ladies, I hate to be rude. I've got about 5 minutes left before I need to go to my next.
Yes. No, you guys, no. Gosh, no.
Did we go over a little? Did we go under? Did we?
No, it's okay. We
sure?
said between an hour to 2 hours, an hour and a half. You went more than what I thought you would go. And plus,
we thought we were gonna bore you so much that you were like,
everybody was asleep. Did I just bore everybody?
My dogs.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Snoring. Somebody's snoring back there.
That's my dog again.
I actually want to do a part 2. There's still so much more that we want to know about you, and I think everyone still wants to know about you.
Yeah. I would love to come back. Yeah, just let me know when, and we'll make that work.
Awesome. And everybody, his all of his movies are in my description down below, or in all of our descriptions. I put them in there. Definitely check him out. Follow him, please, and
Yeah, just if anybody just wants to chat, just send me a message, and we'll chat it up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking time out.
Thank you for this opportunity. And you both are awesome. You're amazing.
Remember what I told you? You can't have awesome without Emmy. Remember, spell that. Oh God, that's never going to get old.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Oh, thank you. But you go. We will finish this off for you, and thanks again.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Love you, John.
We'll be in touch.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye. Oh,
wow.
That guy is so amazing. So, if I wasn't fangirling before, I'm like 1,000.
You're like, I got people fangirling behind the scenes. Like, he needs to be my friend,
I bet. Wow.
You guys,
he's so genuine. So genuine.
He is. He really is. He's one of those. He says hi to everybody. Like at Fear Fest, he was just saying hi to people, especially when little kids come up. He would put aside what he was doing look down or get down to their level and talk to them. And I was just like,
I'm telling
wow,
you,
him and his assistant, both of them are just amazing people.
I'm telling you, if my son's grandma wouldn't have picked him up, he would have been right here chatting his ear
That's
off.
okay.
He wouldn't have had a show. My son would have been like,
we'd be like, okay, you take over. Get over.
yeah,
It's your show.
Just go. Because
Yeah.
I had talked to, because my dad had saw my Instagram post and was like, explain yourself. Who is this guy? Because my dad's really big into martial arts, like really big into martial arts. And so he was like, I need to know more about this guy. When is the show? Where's it going to be? Yada, yada, yada. And so as I was explaining to him, my son was overhearing. And my son was like, he does karate, Mom? That's so cool. Like my son was so intrigued. So when he left, I don't know if y'all saw, but I was like whispering off camera. I was like, you have to go with grandma because I have to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning. And at the time he gets dropped off and I can't be late to work. So he was so bummed out that he was going to miss it. So I was like, I'm sorry. I said, I'll record it for you so you could see.
Yes. And it's, we have it on both of our personal Facebook pages.
Or YouTube.
Also, yes, YouTube. Paralinks. Wraith World. So yeah, so I'm going to, okay, I didn't have a chance to get Wraith World's links in the description down below, but those will always be in the description from after today on other ones. We got surprises of some other people coming in. So next week.
Drum roll, please.
Wait, drum roll.
Does he have a drum roll?
Yes.
Did he leave?
Anthony goes, you're fired. We have David Oman. I had to think. And if any of you don't know who he is, because I kind of didn't know who he was till I saw his picture, he's the one that owns the Oman house there in
You're
Beverly
fired.
Hills.
You're fired. Like Anthony said, you're fired.
I'm fired again. Beverly Hills. And he's got a book and everything. And if you guys still don't know about the Oman house in Beverly Hills, it was built, I believe, 22 years ago, and it was built next to the land where the Tate murders had happened. So, yes, you guys, definitely, it's going to be an interview. This guy is funny.
Oh my God, a hoot! He is a freaking hoot.
Yes.
I believe he is Spitfire.
Yeah. Yes, Spitfire.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, but we won't talk about that because some people sign NDAs. So no, we can't talk about that stuff. He is the neighbor to Sharon Tate. He was okay. So actually, the house that is now built on the land where Sharon Tate's murder happened. I don't even know if I should be telling you guys who bought it because I know.
Okay, I'll
say that for him.
I'll sing something.
Okay, here we go. This is who bought the house.
Ready? This is who bought the house. You're on the phone with your boyfriend or girlfriend. She's upset. She's going on about something that you said. Blah, 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 blah. I don't really know all the lyrics to that song.
Okay. You guys know that song?
I'm not one of those fans.
You knew more than I did.
She wears high heels. I wear sneakers. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers. That one I know because that's catchy.
Oh, we have a winner.
Yes. That is who bought.
Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, yes. She didn't believe in the paranormal. She's going to now. Just saying.
Yeah, and other people I've talked to actually have been to the house, talk about, they do have the experiences there. And then, we got to figure out when her next day is off. After that, we got several other people. I know I talked with somebody today. Thank you to AJ. Oh my God, my brain just broke. Oh, snap. Oh, forgive me.
Triple fired.
Oh my God, this is why we gotta have an agent or something.
No, this is why you need notes, sticky notes.
Oh shit! I got sticky pads.
You should have been using them.
I know I should be. Let me pull the name up. Oh my God. You guys are going to kill me. Well, he might kill me. Please don't be watching because I told him we were going to be on here. Oops, what's that? Wrong name. It is. You guys ready?
2,000 years later.
Thank you for that.
Wow. So, Rick McCullum. You knew the name. I gave you that name earlier. Yes, remember?
Yeah,
You're like,
but I didn't know what you were talking about.
Oh,
There's a million people that see.
Louise.
Anthony said you're fired again. That's it.
So yeah, so we're gonna have Rick McCullum on here also. Another actor, another guy into the.
You're fired.
Exactly.
Thank you. And I just discovered today he's actually going to be at the same Con as I am, and I didn't even know that. So yeah. So yeah, I love you too. Thank you, baby. Thank you. He's out there. I love you. But we're gonna bring, like we said, this is the Huntress's realm. It's an opening of everything pretty much, and not just actors and actresses.
We're gonna have also hopefully Brad Cooney and John Buller from The House in Between. They're gonna come on, and Miss Alice. We're gonna talk about her awesome house.
Yes, Leo.
Stuff going on there. Yes, that's who we're talking about, Leo.
Yep. Just.
And then there's times when we might not even have anyone on, and we'll just talk about random stuff.
Yeah, we'll have you guys as a guest up and stuff. Because sometimes we got to take a break from the celebrities ourselves. Because we don't want to overwhelm them with us because we're. Oh, check out Leo. Leo's like, oh my God, Emmy, I want to be your new best friend. Oh,
that's Buttsfield.
Yes, I can have many besties. Come on in.
We love besties.
We do, and nothing wrong with random, right? Random. And there's Steven in the house. His links are down below. And again, like I said, after I get off this, we're done with this podcast, I'm going to get the Wraith World links in there, and they're going to be in there every week, you guys. So please click on them. Show. Check them out. And also John Ozuna's, I believe his Facebook or YouTube. I can't remember between the YouTube and his Instagram should be in the description down below. Okay. And remember what he said, you guys? If you want an autograph of him, this is how humble. I can't say this enough. How humble this guy is. Hey, get down. Stop it. Friend him, and then send him a message and your address, and he will sign a picture for you and send it. Like, who does that?
Right? I for sure got to get one for my kiddo.
Oh, definitely.
I still feel, like I said, I feel bad. He was so excited. Totes excited.
And I'm going to give another shout out to the Wee Woo too, you guys. Tomorrow, every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, me and my husband do what's called the Wee Woo Show. We give out coffee cards or Amazon cards. We have fun. When we do Amazon cards, we do the will. Death. We could say this now. Hold on. Wee Woo, motherfucker. We could say that. And so definitely, and it's on JMac's channel tomorrow, JMac Oregon, on YouTube, and I will also have it over on Paralinks 2, 1, something like that. Okay, Nut and Fox or Holly, honey, I'll call her Nut and Honey. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. And oh geez, whatever, ass kisser. But I will be meeting up with Nut and Honey and some other YouTubers out there at Penhurst.
You remembered this time.
Yes, I did. It like flowed. I was like, probably because I saw her name. I don't know.
Probably.
So Penhurst, and you know, it's going to be an amazing experience. Plus, I get to meet a lot of more people, more.
Bring me a
YouTubers,
souvenir. It might be haunted.
It might be haunted.
Bring me a souvenir back.
I'll bring you what I left in my pants then.
I don't want your porta potty, Emmy. Okay?
I will take that too. Carry that.
You're gonna need it.
I'm still writing John Ozuna's.
Miss Leo fell. Miss Leo, Miss Beth fell in love with John
funny.
Ozuna.
I was on her panel the other night. First time, I was like, "Hey," you know. So I went up there. She's another amazing person from talking with her and stuff. Pam was saying was amazing interview. I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you. That was our first
try to going live when you go there. I will probably go live for a little bit, but I want to do a thorough investigation because if I go live, it's really hard for me to concentrate on what's going around me. Because remember, I got adult ADHD, so it's like, you know, oh hello, you know, or what are you guys saying? It's, you know, yep, he does. And Steven, thank to Steven. Steven. Okay, that was a tongue twister, but thanks to Steven, he's the one that got us David Omen. So, yes. Celebrities from A to E? Oh, not A to Z? I guess nobody from Z. Or A to Y? Because we don't want nobody with Z. We just want Y. WXY. Yeah. A to Y. Oh, sorry. Not sorry. So I'm just going to throw that out there. I loved you on my panel. Thank you for joining my crazy high ramblings. That's me. That's me. We stop at E. Oh.
I get it. He's saying E-listers like me. I could be a host on my own show. I could be a guest on my own show. That's what I meant to say.
Can we be a guest on your own show?
I don't know. Let's try it. Emmy, hey. What got you into the paranormal?
Ghost. Spirits. Wait, hey, wait. Sydney, hey, what got you into the paranormal?
Ghost.
Oh my God. See, you guys, we're beyond crazy. But I want to thank all you guys for being here. We had so many people in here from the Facebook sides, the YouTube sides. You know, thank you. Again, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be where we're at today. And I'm saying that because she's a newbie, not really a newbie. She's the youngin' of the group, I guess. Coming up, she's a newbie. Okay, she wants to be a newbie. She's a newbie. So, thank you. And you know what? She's got other people she's going to be bringing on. I think she knows more famous people than I do, whichever way we point.
No.
Yeah.
No, it just so happens that you know all the people that I know, and you don't know that I know those people.
But you know them. I don't. I never met them. You've met them.
I haven't met a lot of people in person. Like who?
I don't know.
You're talking about some scary, spooky twins. That sounds awesome. I haven't met them.
They were
met Mr. Ozuna in person. I didn't.
Well, you've gone to Paracons and you've met other fantastic people. No?
I've only gone to one Paracon my whole entire paranormal season. And that was the one with Stephen Woodard.
Oh, you met him?
I met Stephen Woodard. I met Keith Bailey. I met Satan's daughter. I'm not going to name her. I've met Phoenix. I've met some other people from some other networks, and that was it. I haven't met all these cool people like you have.
Well, I did meet Pinhead.
See? See, I have never met Pinhead, and I want to meet this guy. And I met George Shoplin, you guys. Oh my God, I still fangirl over that guy. Him and his wife are so freaking amazing.
Oh, he don't count.
Anthony, yes, he does.
No, this one.
That one counts.
I know he does. I'm joking.
Without him, I would have never met the Awesome Forest that I'm like now addicted to. It's like crack.
I'm getting ding. Oh.
Yeah, Pinhead Leo from the horror movies.
Yes, Pinhead.
See, she's met him. I've never met him.
It's the newer Hellraiser.
I still didn't meet him.
I know, right? He's an amazing guy too. Howard had him on. Was it Howard? Yeah, and Howard did an interview with him, and I was there. I did say hi to my nephew. Oh, my nephew. Oh my God. When it come to Paul Taylor, my nephew became like his personal chauffeur. I shit you not. So my nephew drove all the way from California to New Orleans, okay, you guys? And we were hanging around each other, and I was like, you know what? You go do what you want to do, because I'm like, I was filming and doing all kinds of stuff. And he fit right in with everyone and was driving people around. And Jay, where's that picture of him and the twins? And I just kind of popped in on that one. Let me see. This is a funny picture. Go ahead.
I did also meet someone that's you're gonna be like, what? So the Conjuring films, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know the little girl that it was kind of based off of?
Yeah.
I've met her.
Aww.
She came to the Paranormal Fest in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, that is cool. See, you've met some really cool people.
Well, I'm a cool person. Sometimes.
You are. Hold on, I gotta find this picture because we still got a few more minutes. Oh, there it is! Holy shit! So
that is awesome.
That's my nephew Lucas, and then I was like, just right before they took the picture, I popped my head right. Where'd she go? She popped right out of here, folks. Oh no! Come back, Sydney. Sydney, come back. There she is. I popped my head in there and you popped right out of here. What the fuck is up with that?
My laptop is a touch screen, and so I blew it up big to see it even closer. And then when I went to minimize it, I got bumped out.
Oh shit. So you see my head in there. I was just like, phew.
Yeah, you're like, hold on, wait, I went in on this.
Yeah, it was, and they didn't even move. I was like, I was doing that photo bomb, I guess is what you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was photo bombing and they stayed in character. I was like, damn. So it was fun. And we're going to get them on our show too. We got to get a hold of them. So yeah. So
I still want to get Sarah and the ex
Reggie
on here because I want to know what goes through their mind.
Yes, because those two I don't know why I can't do it. Those two
that would be cool.
They got, I call it star seedling families. They're gonna kill me. It's so cute. I'm like, you're star seedlings, but it's their star family, and those two think. I mean, we know they're not crazy, but other people would probably think that. But these two are very knowledgeable when it comes to like the paranormal or aliens,
outer beings.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. That's who's on my dream list to meet. Courtney Peterson.
Oh my God, yes.
So, any last words from you? I don't know. Am I pointing the right way? Am I pointing?
Last words from me. Damn it. This screen keeps getting huge and I'm going to get bumped out again probably. Last words from me is be sure to follow Wraith World and Texas Wraith Hunters. We're going to be going live once he makes his official move to San Antonio, Texas. And we'll be going to investigations and doing a lot
at
of
the forest.
At the forest, the infamous forest.
The infamous forest. Shit. Oh. Oh, so yeah. Yeah, we can't say this enough. He's made us part of his team. Even though we all live in different states, not all of us, like half and half in different states, and then half in Texas. And so he brings something,
different.
Thank you. See, that's why she's my partner over here. I don't know. So yeah. But you guys, what she said, follow everybody. Stuff's down below. Oh, what's he saying? Yeah, Courtney Peterson had a run with the Purple Barney.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a story I gotta know about.
We don't mention Purple Barneys on our show.
Hey, Nerd Witch, you please go back and rewatch this because it was an amazing show. Again, John, thank you so much for coming in. And look at that. I mean, he stayed clear up to 5 minutes before he had to leave.
Yeah. He could have been like, I have something to do that day. I'm sorry I can't do it. No, like he took time out of his busy schedule to talk to randos like us.
Randos like us.
Los randos.
Randos like us. Now we're getting.
We should turn that into a theme song.
Randos.
The randos like us.
You got where? You got where I was going with that.
I did get where you're. I got
well.
Like that.
You gotta explain to me later because I'm dyslexic and I'm slow with adult ADHD.
I got you, girl.
And I do want to say, C listeners.
That's what they are.
The C listeners. Damn it! I lost the feed. Wait.
No.
Damn it! I lost the feed for a few. Bro, you need to go back and rewatch it then. But again, you guys, that is my brother Todd. I have an older brother.
Todd.
Yes.
You mean there's more of you? Oh my.
There is more of us.
No.
And I got 2 younger sisters. Yes. And they're just as crazy. If not crazier.
That's a great bunch. I'm the only crazy one in my family.
Pam.
But when it does jiggle jiggle, it folds. I'd like to see you wiggle wiggle for sure.
Thank you so much, Pam, for being 17 months. Holy shit, you put up with me that long? Todd's waving. Wave hi to Todd, everybody. Hey, Todd. Hey, Todd. I don't know Todd. Okay. Steven, Todd is actually my brother, my blood brother. Todd, this is Steven right here. And Todd has a total of 6 sisters.
I'm sorry.
We all come from a crazy family, and I'm just going to say this: if it wasn't for social media, I don't think I would have ever met him.
Wow.
And also to 23andMe.
Really?
So we knew we had an older brother. We just didn't know. And our sister Carrie, which is the one right below me, it was referenced to. Okay, Stephen, fine, whatever. She ended up finding him, and then he did the 23andMe, and it's proven that we were all related. Yep, see, 23andMe for the win. And I got goosebumps. And I was supposed to meet him when I was driving through Georgia one year, but COVID was going around. I was exposed to COVID from somebody that was in Abbeville, and I was like, oh my God, I can't do that to his family. But I ended up meeting him at my father's funeral. And
wow.
I want to cry because it felt so good to know I had a big brother,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep, the whole family is amazing. They really are. But enough about us. But 23andMe, you guys definitely try that. Check it out, I know, I'm trying to get... I'm not crying.
You're crying.
I'm not crying. But, yeah. And I'm going to take him on a crazy adventure, too.
Bring him to Texas.
Oh, we should.
Bring him to Texas.
Dude, you want to go ghost hunt with me, Todd? Come on.
Let's go.
So,
I have flashlights.
yeah.
I have flashlights and peanut butter. We're good if we get lost.
Oh, well, fine. Okay, I didn't know. I don't know this. Okay. Well, we are at our 2-hour mark. I don't have an outro.
Y'all put up with this long?
Well, it's time to go. You're supposed to go.
I don't know what song you're singing.
What? Okay, we got to work on that. But you guys, good night. Thank you. Don't forget the Wee Woo show tomorrow. Much love, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace out.